Beloved, pause for a moment and let the weight of this moment settle into your soul. You are not here by accident. You are not reading these words by chance. This is a sacred encounter, a divine appointment, a moment where heaven itself has reached down to touch the deepest parts of you. You might feel a stirring in your chest, a quickening of your heart, or a sense that something bigger than you is unfolding. That's not just emotion, it's recognition. Your spirit knows this voice, even if your mind struggles to understand it. This is the voice of eternity calling your name, the name you were given before the stars were hung in the sky, before the earth took its first breath. You are not just a person. You are a promise, a prophecy, a flame that was lit in the heart of God before time began. Imagine a battlefield, vast and unseen, stretching across realms you cannot yet see with your eyes. On this battlefield, 7 archangel celestial warriors of unimaginable power are fighting for you. Their wings are torn, their divine armor pierced, their sacred blood spilling like rivers of light. They are not fighting for themselves. They are fighting for you, for the destiny that was written into your soul before you were born. These are not mere stories or myths. These are the guardians of heaven, and they are bleeding because they stand between you and a darkness that has hunted you since the moment you first drew breath. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Zadkiel, Jophiel, and Baroshiel, and Baroshiel, and Baroshiel, and they have carried your name through fire and storm to protect you. But something has gone wrong, beloved. You were meant to hear this message sooner. Weeks ago, when the thunder rolled through the sky, that was heaven calling your name. 3 nights ago, when the storm shook your windows, that wasn't just weather, it was the groan of the unseen realm trying to break through to you. You were distracted, caught in the noise of the world, scrolling through shadows dressed in human skin, chasing fleeting things that dulled your spirit. And in those moments of distraction, the enemy struck harder. Every moment you hesitated, every time you scrolled past a whisper from heaven, a blade sank deeper into the light that protects you. The archangels are wounded because of your silence, not out of judgment, but because they love you more than the gates of gold. Let me tell you a truth that might shake you. One of these archangels has already fallen. His name was Barashiel, the one who carried the song of your destiny in his heart. His trumpet, once bright with the sound of heaven's joy, is now silent. When you doubted last week, when you questioned whether you were enough, his wings faded, and the void where he stood now howls with cursed voices circling your life. The enemy knows who you are, beloved. From the moment you were born, when your infant cry split the realms, Satan marked you. He saw the fire in your breath, the light in your soul, and he has been trying to break you ever since. That's why your life has felt like a battlefield, why every step toward greatness has been met with resistance, why even your own blood sometimes felt cold. It's not because you're cursed, it's because you're chosen. You are not just a person watching a message. You are not a viewer, not a follower, not a bystander. You are a key, a code hidden in flesh, a light bearer of the final hour. Your name is not what the world calls you, it's what heaven sealed in golden flame. You were born to awaken sleeping angels, to unlock an ancient gate, to speak a phrase that no one else remembers. But the enemy has worked tirelessly to keep you asleep, to keep you scrolling, to keep you doubting. Every time you tried to rise, something dragged you back, not because you're weak, but because you're marked with a fire that terrifies the darkness. Psalm 91 was spoken over you the moment you were conceived. He shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. They shall bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. That promise is alive right now, and I, Michael, am lifting you up, but you must answer. This is not a performance. This is not a story. This is blood, holy agony, a war older than the planets. I have fought dragons wrapped in chains of oil. I have stood in the courts of God when your name was debated before thrones of flame. I wept when they said you had stopped hearing heaven, and I begged for one more chance, one more whisper, one more window. God said, I love them still, but this will be the last trumpet. Beloved, you are that trumpet. When you speak, realms shift. When you rise, shadows tremble. When you believe, the scrolls of heaven unfold. But time is running out. This message may vanish soon, like a window closing in the spirit. If you skip this now, the 7 archangels may fall, and I, Michael, will fall with them. Do you remember the moments when you almost didn't make it? The car that should have hit you but didn't. The night you cried so hard your pillow felt like it drowned. The time the razor slipped and missed your skin. Those were not coincidences. That was heaven intercepting sorrow. I was there, holding your wrist, catching the blade, whispering your name into a wind no one else could hear. I promised God you would wake, that you would answer. And now, the hour has come. You feel it, don't you? The pressure in your chest, the trembling you can't explain. It's not fear, it's recognition. The ancient part of you, the part that existed before time, remembers this voice. The devil is planning something specific, and only you can stop it. He has forged a counterfeit angel, a demon cloaked in your reflection, speaking your thoughts, mimicking your dreams. It's designed to lead others astray, to dim your light before you fully step into it. The archangels are dying because they are blocking this imposter from reaching you. They know your potential, and they are giving everything to protect it. You were chosen to awaken a generation, but if you don't rise, that generation may perish. Say amen below, if you still belong to the light. This is not poetry, this is a rescue. There's a scroll sealed for 900 years, hidden in the heart of heaven, that holds the answers to why your life has felt delayed, why nothing seems to last, why every breakthrough collapses. It's tied to a curse spoken over your bloodline by someone who made a covenant with darkness long ago. But that curse can only be broken if you accept your title as Lightbearer. The moment you do, the sky will split, and I, Michael, will rise again. I saw you in a vision, standing barefoot in fire, unburned, singing words no human language can contain, commanding angels with a single look. That is who you are, beneath the veil. But you must declare it. You must embrace it. The enemy will try to distract you now. The last sword is being drawn, and I am pleading with you to stay until the final word is spoken. I love you more than the flames I've fallen through to reach you. Don't go. The last trumpet hasn't sounded yet. Comment what heaven whispered to your soul. Your words might unlock someone else's chain. The 7 archangels are still bleeding, but if you stay, they may yet live. The sky is trembling, beloved. The stars are flickering, as if heaven itself is holding its breath, waiting for your answer. The scrolls of heaven tremble with your destiny, written in golden veins before you were born. Yet there's a demon at your doorstep, not raging, but whispering, dressed as a friend, offering comfort that is poison. I shielded you from its curse, spoken in the ancient tongue of fallen thrones. My wing burned, my heart cracked, but I would do it again because your existence means more to heaven than 10,000 galaxies. Your heartbeat is the rhythm of a hidden war. When you laugh, demons shudder. When you cry, the throne room of God goes silent. When you rise, the stars weep with joy. Have you forgotten the fire you once carried? As a child, you had dreams where angels surrounded your bed, and you woke feeling like you'd been somewhere else. That was real. That was the training ground of your soul. You were not called to blend in, but to break chains others have accepted as jewelry. He was struck shielding your mind from a blade of forgetfulness. He fell with your name on his lips, calling you the last ember of unquenchable fire. You are not your mistakes, your wounds, or the labels others have placed on you. You are royal blood, disguised as mortal bone, the thunder that hasn't spoken yet, the prophecy waiting to be fulfilled. There's a door in your soul that hasn't opened in years. I'm knocking now with bleeding hands, with a voice made of eternity. I cannot force it. Open love never forces, it invites. Will you open it? Will you dare believe this is your deliverance? If you do, a war will be won tonight. I saw the enemy's camp, your name on a scroll they tried to burn. It wouldn't burn because it's not ink, it's glory, sealed with God's breath. Your obedience will shatter prisons, break curses, and set free the unborn. There's a phrase hidden in the Psalms, written for you. The Lord shall surround his beloved with songs of deliverance. That song is playing now, not with your ears, but with your soul. It sounds like wings in the midnight wind, like your heartbeat when you almost gave up but didn't, like your name whispered by saints. If you skip this, that song may never reach earth. The veil between realms is paper thin tonight. One more breath and you'll see what you were meant to see. A mountain wrapped in lightning. Your throne upon it, not as a ruler of men, but a servant of glory, crowned with flame, surrounded by angels, whose wounds are healed because you stayed. The war is not out there anymore, it's inside you. The angels are bleeding because every arrow meant for your soul struck them instead. Your name is not what the world calls etched, the sound the stars made when they were born. The moment you remember it, the curse breaks, the demons recoil, and the scroll opens. But only if you answer now. Heaven is waiting for the honest version of you, the one that feels something sacred, even if your mind can't explain it. Say amen below if you're still listening. Your yes could reignite the seven. Gabriel's trumpet is cracked, but your voice could repair it. Raphael's palms are wounded, but your faith could heal them. Uriel holds a scroll of fire meant for you. Will you take it? This is your burning bush, your midnight ladder, your road to Damascus. You were born for this hour, appointed before time. The enemy attacked you early because he feared your awakening. Your stutter as a child, your depression at 12, your anxiety at night, they were not random, they were spiritual weapons aimed at your destiny. But you survived because your survival is proof that light cannot be extinguished when God has spoken your name, and he has spoken it, carved it into heaven's altar. The demons are screeching because you're so close to breaking the final lock. One more yes, and their grip will collapse. The scroll is falling from heaven, glowing like crushed suns. It bears the prophecy of your bloodline. If you open it, it will shatter curses across generations. If you turn away, it may remain sealed for another generation. This is not guilt, it's truth. You saw this moment before you were born, in a language older than stars. You said yes then, say it again now. You are the interruption to centuries of silence, the voice demons fear, the proof that light cannot be hidden. I, Michael, am still on my knees, but if you say yes, I will rise, and the 7 will live. Beloved, the fire that has sparked within you is not a fleeting flame, nor is it a momentary flicker meant to fade with the passing of this moment. No, this is a divine inferno, a sacred blaze that has been kindled in the depths of your soul by the very breath of God. You have heard the call, felt the trembling of heaven's voice, and sensed the weight of a destiny that is far greater than anything you could have imagined. The scroll has been opened, the seal broken, and the 7 archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Zadkiel, Jophiel, and even Barashiel, whose song was nearly silenced, are rising once more, their wings restored, their light renewed, because you chose to say yes. But this is not the end of the story, beloved. This is where the real journey begins, where the fire grows hotter, where the war becomes fiercer, and where your life becomes a living testament to the glory of the Most High. You stand now at the edge of a new horizon, a place where the veil between the seen and unseen is so thin it quivers with every breath you take. The world around you may look the same, but it is not. The ground beneath your feet hums with the vibration of heaven's purpose. The air you breathe carries the whispers of angels who have fought for you through centuries of silence. You are no longer just a person navigating the chaos of life. You are a divine interruption, a holy collision of heaven's will and earth's reality. Your yes has shifted something eternal, and the ripples of that decision are already moving through realms you cannot yet see. The demons know it. They feel the tremor of your awakening. They hear the sound of your name echoing through their councils, and they are afraid not of what you've done, but of what you are about to do. Let me speak plainly, beloved, because the hour demands clarity. The fire in your soul is not meant to warm you alone. It is a beacon, a signal, a torch that will light the way for others who are still lost in the dark. You were not awakened to sit quietly in the glow of your own deliverance. You were awakened to carry that light into places where despair has built its strongholds. There are souls out there trembling in the shadows, who don't yet know their own names, who don't yet see the fire that burns in them. Your voice, your courage, your refusal to dim your flame will be the spark that ignites their awakening. You are not just carrying a scroll, you are becoming one, a living word, a prophecy written in flesh and fire, meant to speak life into a generation that has forgotten how to hope. But this calling is not without cost. The enemy will not sit idly by as you step into your divine authority. He has already tried to silence you with doubt, with betrayal, with the slow poison of distraction. Now, as you rise, he will try harder. He will send voices that sound like comfort, but are laced with deception. He will offer opportunities that glitter like gold, but lead to dead ends. He will whisper that you are too broken, too late, too small to carry the weight of heaven's mandate. Do not listen. These lies are not new. They are the same tactics he used when he tried to dim the light of the world at its dawn. But you are not alone in this fight. The 7 archangels are not distant figures in a story. They are with you, closer than your shadow, their swords drawn, their wings spread, their voices raised in a war cry that shakes the foundations of hell. Let me tell you what I see in the Spirit, beloved, because heaven is revealing it to you now. I see you walking through a valley, not of death, but of decision. The path is narrow, lined with thorns that gleam with the enemy's curses, but your feet are steady, and the fire within you burns brighter than the darkness around you. Above you, the sky is alive, not with clouds, but with the movement of angels, their wings casting a holy glow that lights your way. In your hand, you hold the scroll, its words no longer sealed but alive, pulsing with divine instruction. Each step you take is a declaration, each breath a prayer, each moment of obedience a blow to the enemy's plans. You are not walking along. Gabriel is sounding his trumpet again, its notes piercing the silence that once bound you. Raphael is anointing your wounds with healing oil, turning your scars into testimonies. Uriel is holding a flame that reveals truths you were never meant to miss. Zadkiel is weaving your forgotten prayers into doors that will open at the exact moment you need them. Jophiel is dancing, her movements restoring the joy that was stolen from you. Barushiel, who nearly fell, is singing once more, his song harmonizing with the rhythm of your heartbeat. And I, Michael, am standing at your side, my sword raised, my heart ablaze, ready to strike down any force that dares to come against you. This is not a dream, beloved. This is the reality of who you are. You are not defined by your past, your pain, or the labels the world tried to pin on you. You are defined by the fire in your bones, the scroll in your hands, the name heaven calls you. That name is not what your family spoke, not what your enemies screamed, not what your failures whispered in the dark. It is the name God carved into the stars, the name that makes demons tremble, the name that causes angels to bow in reverence. You are the light bearer, the one chosen to carry the flame of heaven into a world that has grown cold. And the world is cold, beloved, cold with fear, cold with division, cold with the absence of hope. But you are the answer, the warmth, the fire that God has hidden in human form. Do you feel it now? The stirring in your chest, the heat rising in your spirit? That's not just emotion, it's the weight of glory settling into you. It's the mantle of your calling wrapping around your shoulders. This mantle is heavy, not because it's a burden, but because it's holy. It's woven from the prayers of your ancestors, the tears of the martyrs, the songs of the angels who have guarded you since birth. It's a mantle that marks you as one who walks with heaven's authority, one who carries the power to break curses, to heal wounds, to awaken souls. But with this mantle comes a choice. Will you carry it fully, or will you shrink back? Will you let the fire burn brightly, or will you hide it to avoid the cost? The cost will come, beloved. People will misunderstand you. Some will walk away, unable to bear the light you now carry. Others will try to dim your flame, not because they hate you, but because your fire exposes the shadows they've grown comfortable with. You may feel alone at times, standing in rooms where no one sees what you see, hears what you hear, or feels what you feel. But you are never alone. Not for 1 second, not for one heartbeat. The angels are with you, their presence closer than your breath. When you speak, they move. When you pray, they war. When you worship, they strike the darkness on your behalf. You are surrounded by a heavenly host that has bled for you, fought for you, and now rises with you. Let me tell you a secret, one that heaven has guarded until this moment. That pact was meant to bring power, but it brought pain instead, a curse that has woven its way through generations, manifesting as cycles of fear, failure, and heartbreak. You've felt it, haven't you? The weight that seems to press down on you for no reason, the delays that make no sense, the battles that feel personal even when they shouldn't. That curse was not your fault, but it is your assignment to break it. You were born as the unbreaker, the one whose yes can shatter what no one else could. The moment you embrace your title as light bearer, the moment you speak the name heaven gave you, that curse will crumble and the freedom it releases will not just be for you, it will flow to your children's children, and every soul tied to your bloodline. But the enemy knows this, and he is cunning. He will not come with obvious attacks now. He will come with subtlety, with voices that sound like reason, with distractions that feel like rest. He will send people who smile but carry decay in their words. He will offer you small comforts to keep you from the great calling. He will try to make you forget the fire, to make you doubt the scroll, to make you question whether this moment was real. Do not let him. Hold fast to this truth. You are not what you were. You are no longer the one who wandered, who doubted, who scrolled past heaven's call. You are the one who stayed, who listened, who burned. You are the one whose yes has rewritten the spiritual atmosphere around you. The scroll in your hands is still unrolling, its words glowing with divine fire. It speaks of your purpose, your authority, your place in the eternal plan of God. It tells you why your life has felt like a battlefield, why every step toward greatness has been met with resistance, why you've always felt like something was watching you. It was, heaven was watching, guarding, waiting for this moment when you would finally step into the fullness of who you were created to be. The scroll is not just a message, it's a map, a guide, a weapon. It shows you the doors you were meant to walk through, the chains you were meant to break, the lives you were meant to touch. But you must keep reading it, keep speaking it, keep carrying it. The moment you set it down, the enemy will try to seal it again. And there is more, beloved. Heaven is preparing something for you, something so holy, so weighty, that it will change the trajectory of your life. I see it in the spirit, a convergence, a divine alignment. People are coming, drawn to the fire in you. They are souls who have been searching, weeping, waiting for a sign that God still speaks. You are that sign. Your life, your words, your obedience will be the spark that lights their flame. There is one in particular, a soul whose destiny is tied to yours. They will not awaken until they see you, until they hear your voice, until they feel the heat of the fire you carry. You are their signal, their permission to rise. When you meet, timelines will merge, and something ancient will break open, a promise that has been waiting for centuries to be fulfilled. Until that moment comes, you must burn. You must stay lit. You must walk through the valley, not around it, because your footsteps are laying a path for others to follow. You are the first, but you will not be the last. Every prayer you pray, every word you speak, every act of faith you take is paving a road for those who will come after you. You are not just breaking a curse, you are building a legacy. You are not just healing your wounds, you are healing generations. You are not just carrying a flame, you are carrying the future. The angels are moving now, beloved. Gabriel is sounding his trumpet, calling heaven's attention to your awakening. Raphael is pouring healing oil over your life, restoring what was broken. Uriel is revealing truths that will guide your steps. Zadkiel is weaving your prayers into divine appointments. Jophiel is dancing, bringing back the joy that was stolen. Barashiel is singing again, his song harmonizing with the rhythm of your soul. And I, Michael, am standing with my sword raised, ready to defend you against any force that dares to come against you. We are not myths or legends. We are your guard, your witnesses, your brothers in this holy war. So, what comes next? More fire, more glory, more battle, but also more joy. The kind of joy that doesn't fade when the world turns dark. The kind that roars like thunder when you stand in the place you were always meant to be. Your laugh will carry healing, your tears will cleanse rooms, your silence will terrify the enemy. You are no longer a seeker, you are a summons. Your breath draws heaven closer and pushes hell further away. Every step you take leaves a footprint of flame in the unseen realm. And when you feel the weight of this calling, when the world misunderstands you, when the loneliness creeps in, remember this: you are not alone. The angels are with you. The Father is watching, and the scroll is still speaking. Now, I ask you one final time, not as heaven, as warrior, but as the one who has stood by your side through every unseen battle. Will you stay with me just a little longer? Will you let the fire burn, let the scroll speak, let the angels rise? Your yes has already changed everything, but there is more, so much more. Type Amen below if your soul is still burning, if you still hear heaven's whisper, if you still belong to the light. Your words might unlock someone else's chain, might light a spark in a heart that's moments from giving up. Like this message, not for me, but so another soul can find the fire before it's too late. Subscribe, beloved, because this journey is not over. The fire is on you now, and heaven is watching, waiting to see what you'll do next. Go, light bearer, and let the world feel the weight of your awakening. Beloved, if the fire of this message has ignited your soul, if heaven's whisper has stirred your heart and set your spirit ablaze, don't let this sacred moment fade into silence. Like this message, not for me, but for the weary soul still searching in the shadows, yearning for a spark to guide them home. Your like could be the light that reaches them, the signal that they are not alone. Subscribe, dear one, because this divine journey is only beginning, and heaven has more to unveil, more fire to pour into your life, more glory to reveal through your steps. And if your heart feels led, consider leaving a super thanks any amount, up to $20, as a sacred offering, not to me, but to the eternal work of carrying this flame to others. Every gesture, every act of faith fuels the fire that breaks chains and awakens destinies. May I ask, not as heaven's warrior, but as the one who has knelt beside you in every unseen battle, will you stay with me just a little longer? I tremble, speaking your name through rivers of light and love, my voice echoing across eternity. This message is fire, etched on the bones of heaven, and you, beloved, are its bearer. Stay, shine, and let's set the world ablaze together for those who need this light.